Rabbi Adin Evan Yisrael Steinsaltz is a Lubavitcher Chassid and world-renowned Jewish scholar. In 1965, he undertook a colossal project to translate the entire Babylonian Talmud into modern Hebrew. The project took 45 years and was completed in 2010.
The format of these Gemaras is that every page, what they call it, the Sonsino or Vilna page, is cut into two. I had at the beginning a problem because the pages were too long. I couldn't, surely not with the printing facilities of the time. It is 65. See, facilities were very, very, very primitive then. I couldn't push them in one place. So it's either having, if I wanted to keep the pages, I had to make things like this size. I mean, I have here, possibly, I suppose, I'm not sure. I don't keep everything. I have all the many ways of trying things. People think that I'm just jumping and doing things. Many of these things were really hard work and trying to find a format. So the Rebbe was the one that gave me this advice. To keep the pages, but cut them in two. So, see, now I never blamed it on him. But that was his advice. It was very helpful because again, you have an answer and you have an authority behind it. So I didn't care anymore. Now, the fact that some people don't like it, see, I never tried to put in many ways, and I could put it in different ways. I could say, okay, the Rebbe really supported this and this and this, what I have been doing. See, I could have that again. Perhaps it wasn't nice, but see, my idea was that the Rebbe has enough stories of his own. I shouldn't put anything that can be saved from him. I told the story several times because I wrote to the Rebbe. I said, I'm just overwhelmed by work. Except for all kinds of small things. I'm involved in three major projects, and except for I know dozens of smaller ones but the major projects that are more or less constant. And the point is, it is. I mean, I don't know if I wrote it, but I said it is overwhelming. And for that I got an answer. The answer was, so my main question was, what should I drop? I don't know that the three things that are important, each of them in a different level and a different way. But it seems that they're too much for one person. So, and I have to be involved in a way personally, what to drop. And the main point of the answer was, you go on, you continue to do all these things, and try to do more things. That was really the last thing that the last message that I had from the Rebbe. I gave an explanation, explanation of physics. See, the point is that usually you say, how much can something carry? I mean, if you see, when you say, okay, you have this, how much can you stuff into a box? See, how can see, there is okay, you squeeze it more, but there's an end to the squeezing. And what I said, that from physics we know that there is an end of squeezing only in a certain level. If you go on from pressure, not from usual pressure, but a pressure that is perhaps 1,000, 10,000 times as much, perhaps 100,000 times as much, the matter collapses and is rearranged. It is rearranged, and then you can put in. There's also a limit to that, but it is beyond the limits because you change the very nature of matter. So I think that what the Rebbe wanted to do with everybody, which he did with himself, was to create a new kind of matter. They say that some of the stars have this kind of matter, which is something like this, big like this, 1 centimeter has a weight of 1 ton. Why? Because the matter is there without almost spaces. It's just pure material. So that's what the Rebbe wanted to do with the people.